Howdy y'all, welcome to Hazenboro Craftworks. I'm the Alchemist. The bottle we have for you today is actually another Jack Daniel's Traveler Series bottle. And this one is the Tennessee Travelers Bold and Spicy. And as you can probably guess, this one is a rye. And a little bit of background on this Traveler Series. This is put together specifically for the duty-free market around the world in honor of Jack Daniel's, who really wanted to see his whiskeys travel the world. So they put this together for that, and so you're only going to find them limited edition in duty-free shops. And I have been looking for these for a while and finally got the opportunity to snag this one and the Sweet Oak in Istanbul when I was on a layover there on the way home from traveling internationally, and picked up both the Sweet Oak and this Bold and Spicy. So if you didn't get a chance to see my Sweet Oak, check Tuesday's video, and I did a little video on that one. But today we're doing the Bold and Spicy, and again this one comes in at 107 proof. They're 500 ml bottles, both of them. And this rye has a mash bill of 70% rye, 18% corn, and 12% malted barley. And it's that 107 proof, you know, is a little bit different than the lower end proof that a lot of the Jack Daniel's comes in at, like, you know, the old number 7 or the bonded rye that they have, or even the other ryes that they have. But then the other ryes come in at, you know, like the single barrel proof ryes. You see those at 120 and some even at 130 plus proof. So, you know, I'm guessing this is going to hold a candle to those higher proofs, because I really enjoy, you know, those 120, 130 proof. I have yet to get my hands on a Coy Hill or a Tanyard Hill rye, where I love myself a hazmat, and some of those can get to be hazmat 140 plus. So I'd love to get my hands on one of those. But I'm curious what this 107 is going to do on the profile of this rye, this Traveler's rye. So let's dive in here and see what we've got. Now that is an interesting nose. I don't remember ever having a Jack Daniel's rye. I mean, the first thing I get is rye bread, and I don't remember ever having a Jack Daniel's rye that has that rye bread on the nose like this. I have rye bread, and instead of like the typical rye spices that I get, I'm getting more of a allspice. It has spice on it, but it's more like allspice. And I am getting, believe it or not, I am getting a little bit of that typical Jack Daniel's banana bread faintly in the back. But what's more dominant than that banana bread is some brown sugar. But I am getting that typical Jack Daniel's banana bread faintly in the back. Huh. I didn't expect that at all. Because for myself, I don't get the banana bread on old number 7 at all. I usually get that on the higher proof ones. And maybe 107 is that line for me. I didn't get the banana bread on the Sweet Oak at all, but it kind of goes well with this one. Let's take some sips and see what we get. Oh. Okay, right up front, there's a rich caramel, but that fades immediately to pepper. on the mid palate like a charred oak right away. I wouldn't say necessarily figs. It's more more raisin. I'm getting some raisin in there, but boy, that oak is very present. Yeah. On the mid palate, that charred oak, some hints of raisin. The rich caramel goes away after that pepper comes in. But the finish is just long and just warming. I mean, everything's warm. I even got just a little bit of a Kentucky hug on this one. Not a lot, a little bit. But my entire palate is just warming. As I lick my lips, I still get a little bit of that brown sugar. Not a lot, a little bit. And as this finishes here, that caramel and the raisin fade on the finish. And it leaves you with more baking spice. And when I tell you the caramel and the raisin fade, they linger longer on the front and the mid palate, while the back of the palate you don't get much of it at all. That barrel and the charred barrel is on the back of the palate, and that spice is on the back of the palate. Nearly through the whole pour. As soon as the pepper and that baking spice come through, you've got that charred barrel on the back of the palate, and that caramel and that raisin fade. They linger longer a little bit on the front of the palate. Now as I lick my lips, I've got more brown sugar, and that's quite nice. But everything's still lingering here, and the barrel is becoming stronger. And there might even be some hints of tobacco in there now, and a little bit of white pepper. But now, as it's lingering a little bit longer, there's even a little bit of cool, like mint, like maybe even a peppermint, but it's minty. And that just balances everything out nicely. So, because you have that sweet, you have that allspice, you're getting some barrel spice, and that cool mint was just a nice, here at the end, just a nice, something that just blends this all together. It makes this a really nice pour, a really nice sip to blend this whole thing together. And I'm going to have to reiterate what I said on Tuesday, if you tuned in at all on Tuesday for that one. If you didn't, go ahead and check that one out. But grab this one if you're traveling internationally at all. This is a good rye. That 107 proof is just about right for this one, even though I like my high proof. I love those single barrel proof ryes where that proof gets high. But for this one, Jack Daniel's tuned it in just right at 107. They knew what they were doing on this. This is good. But as you all know, I love to have you all coming back around. So please, take it easy. Don't drink and drive. Cheers.